So here we have a really trivial example of returning some JSON from a server. And what I'd like to be able to do is perhaps use this technique to be able to log in, right? Maybe we could do something like this. We could have an app.get, and we can perhaps do a login. Somehow we would need to pass along the username and password, right? And one bad way of doing it is to use it as a parameter in the URL, right? So let's explore this first, right? This is not the way you would do it, but it's a really easy way of doing it. So I want to show you this one first. So here's a username, and here's a password. Notice the colon in front of these, right? The colon means that these are placeholders, right? These are path variables that I can then read from the path. Okay, so here's our function, here are requests, and here's our response. And for now, we're just going to echo back the data back. We're going to send back the username. We're going to refer to the username. We're going to try and read that username from the path variable. We'll do that in a minute. So here's our password. We're going to echo back the password that you send us. Okay, and we're going to send it back as a JSON object, right? All right, so to get a hold of these usernames, what we're going to do is that, remember, the request object here represents everything that comes from the client, including the URL. The URL is coming from the client, right? From the browser. So this whole URL is coming from the browser, right? And what the Express does, it tries to map the pattern of the incoming URL, tries to match it with any of these URLs that I have here. So if it finds something that has a /login /Bob/Hope, it says, ooh, it matches the URL. Okay, it's gonna parse the second and third element of the path. It's gonna parse it out. And it's gonna give it to us as part of the request object, and that's available in the request.params. In the params, it creates a map of all the path variables, right? And uses the variable name that you gave it. It uses that as the key into the map, right? So we can extract the username. We can extract also the password. Right here, and then it's just going to echo it back. All right. Also, let's see if this works. Let's stop this. Let's run it. So if I go here and say login, and I pass here Bob and Hope, notice that indeed it's echoing back what I sent it. Right. It was able to parse the username and password from the path and return to us an object. Make sense? All right. So let's use this mechanism to see if we maybe log in.